How do you deal with haters? Well, if you're living your life authentically, hate will be inevitable. So learn to be hated well.
You can attach meaning to your life, but that meaning is yours and yours alone. It's not objective. It is not an absolute.
You know, it's better to be hated for who you are than to only be appreciated for who you're not and for this fake front that you're putting on. So it's better to be yourself, live authentically, and be hated, despised for that. The one thing I want to tell you is that it's not a bad thing. If you're getting some haters, it means you're having an influence on the world, on other people, you know? Obviously, if you're getting more hate than people that like you, then maybe there's something to reassess here, but like most of the time, if you're getting some hate, then that's completely fine. Before I give you this one method to deal with haters, I want you to be able to understand the psychology behind why they're hating first. So there's several reasons why a hater might hate on your stuff. And number one reason, I think, is because of jealousy and envy. There's something that you have that they don't have. Or what you're doing, your personality, the way you're coming across. Maybe you're trying to be successful. You're trying to step up your game. You're trying to go to the gym. You try to do this, you try to do that. You try to do videos, you try to do art. The fact that you're being amazing at it is shining the spotlight on them that they're inadequate. For example, have you ever seen those YouTube videos of like a shirtless, topless guy picks up girls and like it's like this like insane bodybuilder with like this amazing physique, and then you look at that and then for some reason it's like 40% of the likes on this video are actually dislikes because this guy having this amazing physique picking up girls. Guess what that's pointing at us? It's pointing to us like, look, you have a shitty physique, that's why you don't get girls. Look, he's getting girls and you're not. Oh look, this guy, he's a superficial fuck. Those are the guys that you were pointing the finger at in high school for being more popular, more good looking than you. Those are the guys you were pointing at when you were younger and you felt vulnerable and you were wondering, well, why do they get the girls? Why don't I get the girls, right? I was listening to the autobiography of Elliot Rodger, and you know, he was telling about how he resented those people that were better than him, like that were getting the girls. So that's why he hated on them. Even though in the back of his mind, he wished, but only wished, that he could be like those guys. So it's the same thing here. If you're climbing the ladder of success, you're working on yourself, you will attract haters. It's inevitable. It's shining the light on them, on the fact that they aren't successful, that they aren't happy, that they don't have what you have. Saying, hey, listen, okay, if I could make it, then why the fuck are you not working on yourself? All right? Another reason why they hate on you is because their life is empty. They don't have anything else to do. They don't have any purpose. And they're living in the darkness, they're living a miserable life, and they have no attention on them. The worst punishment is isolation and silence, right? Well, if you're hating on someone, you're actually triggering something in them to react back. So at least they're getting a reaction, they're making an impact on someone. Even if it's a negative impact, they would much rather have negative attention than no attention at all. And by hating, it's giving them the opportunity to get this attention because they couldn't even get positive attention. Another reason why they're hating on you is because they're afraid to lose you, maybe. They're afraid to be alone in their unhappiness, to be left out. Because if you're moving up the success ladder, if you don't bring them along with you, you know, like if you're doing your own thing and you don't, they'll feel left out. And for you to stay there, for you to stay at their level, they will pull you back down. This happens in real life with even close friends, but also online. And that's because people that hate online, well, they couldn't do that in real life because maybe they don't even have friends in real life to drag down to their level. Maybe they don't have any friends. And one final reason why people hate is because they want their world to make sense. If they see something that's perhaps too beautiful to be true, or too amazing to be true, or too out there, like wait, how the fuck can a guy pick up girls with a camera on his head? That's impossible. The girl will think it's creepy, so creepy. How would that make sense? How can he do this? What? Players picking up girls? Fucking girls on camera? What the fuck? That doesn't make sense to me. They will hate. Because it does not make sense to them to see that. It does not make sense. For example, you look up some video like fat guy picking up girls and being successful, whatever, on video. It will not make sense to you. So then you will hate on it. For example, maybe not you, but whoever hater. If that were to be true, if that fat guy were to be successful at picking up girls, then imagine what the fuck it says about us. And people will take it personally, whatever you're doing. If you're very successful at working out and you have a bunch of fat friends and all of a sudden you're ripped, six-pack abs, well, you're not directly sending a message to them, but indirectly they will feel the pressure that you're putting on them. They will feel the message that you're projecting on them. Wait, how could our friend get all ripped while we were fat all our lives? Because it doesn't make sense. They will take whatever you're doing, sabotage it. Another reason I forgot is people will hate because it gives them more power, an illusion of power. Because they can't grow themselves by putting someone else down, it's giving them the illusion that they have control on someone, that they can influence someone else, that they can manipulate someone else. It gives them the illusion that they're better than they actually are. By destroying someone else's work, destroying someone else's positivity and peace of mind, you're only destroying yourself every single time. If you're destroying someone just for the sake of destroying that other person, then what time do you have for yourself? What energy do you have left for yourself, right? So any hate that's directed at someone is really only a reflection of how much you hate yourself, right? If you ever judge someone, oh, their shit is horrible. Oh, why are they doing this? It's so ugly. Oh, this painting they made, it's a piece of shit. Well, it's a reflection of your inability to be good at those things. That's why they hate, is because they're deeply unhappy with themselves, deeply unhappy with where they are at, very unhappy. So this unhappiness would not make sense if it was only them being unhappy. This unhappiness would only make sense if everyone else was also unhappy. If someone else is happy, it doesn't make sense to them. Let's destroy them, right? The internet made hate so much easier to do. Because with anonymity right now, you can hate on anything, on anyone, at any time, at any place, online, and no one will ever know who hated on that person. If you look on Reddit, you only have a stupid username, you have no profile picture, you have no real name. No one the fuck knows who that person is, you know? Now on Facebook, it's a lot harder to do that because you have your real face on there and you have your real name on there, unless you do this fake account thing. But look at platforms like Reddit and compare it to Facebook, for example. Reddit, this is where I get the most vicious of all hate because completely anonymous. They're wearing a mask, just like I am. Just like I am. And I'm gonna admit it to you. Being anonymous, having a mask, like the way you have a mask when you're typing in your comment section, gives you tremendously more power or illusion of power. So you're not afraid to put yourself out there. You're not afraid to be vulnerable. You're not afraid to hate on someone, to attack someone, right? You're not afraid to punch someone in the face virtually because you have a mask on. And this mask is just symbolism of that. So I completely understand why some of you want to hate online. It makes complete sense. Because you can hate as much as you want and no one will fucking know who you are. It's amazing, right? For haters. But it's horrible for your self-development, obviously, to hate on other people. But so me, what I decided to do is take this anonymity and use it to spread good vibes, to spread information, to be vulnerable with you guys, to transfer a message, right? So I'm trying to use this anonymity in a positive way, right? but sadly most haters use it in a negative way. So just to shine light on certain things here. Now, the actual solution. How the fuck do you deal with haters? It's very simple. Now that you've understood the mentality behind hating, now you can have a little more empathy for them. If you cannot have empathy for your haters, then it's going to be very hard to follow this technique. And this technique is simply give love and appreciation to your haters. Right? Give love and appreciation to your haters. For example, if someone tells you, oh, you're a piece of shit, just tell him, thank you, I love you. Maybe it sounds a little strange, but the more you do it, the more normal it'll become. They send some hate to you, send some love to them. And then some random guy's like, oh, what are those stupid jacket, oh, it's horrible. And you go up to that guy and be like, hey man, I really like your shoes. Have a good day, man. It'll feel very strange at first to do that, because our reaction when we're getting hated usually is to hate back, right? The only way to stop this cycle is not to hate back, is not to provoke that person, right? But to stop it, and to stop that hate, you just give them love. Give them appreciation. Hey, thanks for actually watching this video. That's what I actually did to one of my haters. He said, oh my god, what is this? Like, I can't believe, what is this stupid shit? You talking to girls and like doing this player shit and crying, what is this shit? And then I just say like, hey man, even though you didn't like this video, thank you so much for actually taking the time to watch the whole thing before commenting. It means a lot to me that you actually watched the whole thing. And thank you very much, have a nice day. And that was genuine. It's like, he actually took the time. Listen, your haters actually took the time and energy to communicate something to you. Even if it's hate, even if it's trying to hurt you, they took the time to sit down and be affected by what you did, right? Even if it's in real life and you're just going about your day and there's some teenager points at you like, oh, look at this guy. Like, that teenager took the time to react to you, to send you a message, to send you something. Like, you had an influence on this teenager. He's like, oh, look at this stupid kid. Like, hey man, have a great day, man. Take care, man, take care. And you mean it, you know? And we can all fucking do this. We just gotta learn to appreciate. Focus on the energy that's projected, right? When they're projecting hate, they're just projecting the fact that they're hurt inside. So have empathy for that and be like, hey, I understand you're hurt. You don't tell them that directly, but you know, as you're talking to them, just remind yourself, hey, that person was hurt. So that's why they're talking to me like this, but I acknowledge you. I acknowledge you. Or what you can do is just not reply to them at all. But I feel like just giving love to your haters is just very good for the heart, you know? Like, a lot of people, they will tell you, don't listen to the haters. Oh, ignore them. I think haters need some love, man. Like, haters were hurt. The most vicious haters are the one that needs the most love. You don't have to tell them like an elaborate answer. You can just tell them, hey man, have a nice day. Take care. If it's a close friend, don't reply with hate. Just tell them, hey man, I understand you don't want to work out. That's fine. It's not to point a finger at you guys, but you know, I just want to work out. Like, I just want to be in shape. I don't care if you guys are all fat. Like, it's your choice, you know. You don't tell them fat directly, but you know what I mean. You know, it's so rare in this day and age to see people mature enough to show appreciation to the haters. One last tip I'll leave you with is picture that hater as a child in need, you know, like hating on you, saying, oh, you're so fucking ugly. Just picture them like 2 feet small, like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my god. It's just their inner child in them that's hurt and they're trying to project that on you. Give them a virtual hug in your mind and tell them, hey man, it's good, I understand. Have a nice day, man. Have a nice day. And walk off. So, thank you guys for watching. This was how to deal with haters, because I know everyone deals with haters. And if you have 0 haters, then, I don't know, in my opinion, you're probably a little bit of a people pleaser. Or you just don't get out of your house very often, don't you, right? We all have to deal with haters at some point. 7 billion people on this earth, not 7 billion of people will adore what you do. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next vid in about like fucking 5 seconds. I'm gonna record a new one, but yeah. Yeah, I get to try to really record like 5 videos today. Hopefully I can do it. Some crazy recording shit, mass approach, mass recording, like a massive